secret glances from the last row. It was the last math class of the afternoon. I sat absent-mindedly in the farthest corner of class 11A2. High up on the fourth floor. The soft glow of the fading sunlight streamed through the windows, making tiny dust particles dance in the quiet air. Our teacher was still absorbed in scribbling dry math formulas on the blackboard, his voice droning on like a lullaby. I pretended to focus on the board, but in reality, my gaze kept sneaking toward Lynn, the pretty girl sitting in the second row by the window. My fingers absent-mindedly tapped a ruler against my desk, while my open notebook remained blank except for a few random doodles. Every time Lynn tilted her head to whisper something to her friend beside her, my heart raced a little faster, forcing me to quickly look down and act as if I was deep in calculations. Inside my mind, a battle raged. What if Lynn notices me staring? She'll probably think I'm weird. But then again, maybe she won't even notice someone as insignificant as me. There were times when I imagined myself gathering the courage to casually ask her a question. Something simple like, "Hey Lynn, I'm stuck on this problem, can you help me?" But each time, I brushed the thought away with, "No. Better to just sit quietly than embarrass myself." My heart continued to race uncontrollably, like I had just sprinted across the schoolyard during PE class. Every time Lynn tucked her hair behind her ear or giggled at something her friend said, I felt my face heat up. I clenched my ruler instinctively, as if holding onto it would somehow steady my nerves. I sat rigidly, pretending to be composed, but inside, it felt like 100 butterflies were crashing into each other in my stomach. Then, unexpectedly, Lynn turned her head, her gaze landing directly on the back row. My heart nearly stopped. I panicked, quickly lowering my head to my notebook, pretending to add a few random scribbles to the page. My pulse pounded wildly, and then, Lynn's sweet voice rang out. "Nom, do you have an extra eraser?" I ruined mine. I froze. It took me several long seconds to find my voice. "Oh, yeah, I do." Hands trembling, I fumbled through my pencil case, finally pulling out an old eraser and quickly handing it to Lynn, without daring to look into her wide, bright eyes. Her friend chuckled, teasing, "Look at that, Lynn, you just made Nom turn red." Lynn took the eraser, flashing a gentle, radiant smile that nearly melted me into my seat. "Thanks a lot, Nom. I'll get you a better one next time." The class burst into laughter, and I could only smile awkwardly, cheeks burning like a ripe tomato. My heart felt a mix of giddy happiness and nervous excitement I couldn't quite describe. For days after that moment, I kept replaying the scene in my head, the way Lynn turned to face me, the way her voice sounded when she spoke, the way a simple eraser exchange made my pulse skyrocket. That fleeting moment taught me something important. If I kept sitting in my safe little corner forever, I would never get a chance at anything real. From that day onward, I became a little braver. Every now and then, I found the courage to start random conversations with Lynn about schoolwork, the weather, funny incidents at recess. I realized that even the smallest step, like handing over an eraser, despite how terrifying it felt, had made me a little more confident. Now, every time I pass by our old classroom, I still remember that moment, the way Lynn turned back, the way she called my name, and the way I saw a glimpse of something that felt almost magical. Lynn might not remember it at all, but to me, it remains one of the most precious memories of high school. And maybe, just maybe, one day, I will finally have enough courage to say something to her, something more than just, "Here, take it."